Follow these 5 gold steps to get rich while employed by Warren Buffett. If you want to be a millionaire, everyone says to study books, but nobody has time. Fortunately, I've read hundreds of books on business, but 40 money-making books have resonated with me. In this video, I'll distill all these books into lessons that will make you rich. I went from nothing to tens of millions without YouTube, like most people here. I ran genuine businesses. If you implement them effectively, the things I'll share with you today will take you from 0 to 100,000, 100,000 to a million, and a million to 10 million. Level 1. 0 to 100,000. First, master your thinking. My childhood was filled with individuals stating, "Money is the root of all evil." I wasn't affluent. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind discusses how these sentences make us think rich people are bad. I struggled to shake the unpleasant sensation in my gut when thinking about making money. Reading this book sooner would have helped me realize this issue. After overcoming this obstacle, I wondered what money was for. My answer was freedom. The psychology of money says it's all about control, but the aim is the same: to do whatever you want when you want. It also discusses how the rich and affluent differ. Wealth is unseen. Renovations were delayed, clothes were gone, cars and diamonds were not bought, and first-class upgrades were denied. Unfortunately, many don't think they can get rich. I remember my schoolmates stating, "I hope I obtain a good career after graduation." The power of thinking big explains why people set too early finish lines, and hence never succeed. I don't think thinking big will make you successful, but it's the first step. I always struggled in school and felt like a failure. Interestingly, I kept winning after leaving and working in the real world. Successful stock market traders have a good association with testosterone levels, according to the book. Winning raises brain testosterone receptors, which makes you win more. It's crucial to set reasonable goals and earn small wins. My struggles in school and my drive for success helped me succeed in life. Think and Grow Rich is about a great commander who burned his army's ships, leaving them with no escape plan. His warriors fought with everything they had, ending in a spectacular triumph against all odds. It highlights the distinction between wanting to succeed and wanting being comfy is as dangerous as having an escape plan. Andrew Tate called this a matrix tool in a conversation. Unscripted also suggests this. The author claims that society wants us to be mediocre, submissive, reliant, entertained, and lifeless. Avoiding this fate depends on stress management. The book says a little glass can hold 100 feet of water, which generates a 7-city block fog. When I'm stressed, I picture drinking and fueling with this water. Now you can form good habits. Stress can also be caused by outside factors. I've tried my whole life to focus on things I can control, rather than achieving it, which is entirely up to them. The habit stacking strategy helped me create new behaviors, pairing a new habit with an old one to complete both at once. Most individuals put things off and never develop good habits. There are too many people who go through the motions without direction and end up nowhere. The 7 habits of highly effective individuals emphasize knowing where you're headed and how you want to be remembered. I know this motivates me, but it's only half. The 12-week year advocates treating a year as 12 weeks to promote urgency. This hit home since I perform best under pressure. The art of getting things done involves not relying on your brain to remember everything. Record them on a phone or paper. This way, you can plan your responsibilities and use your time wisely. Essentialism tells us that any assignment we accept requires numerous rejections. Thus, yes must be valued. Be bold and refuse. Start gaining valuable talents after adopting these behaviors. I've mentioned I don't like following your passion advice. The author interviewed several job seekers. Most of them didn't love their jobs at first. As they improved, they loved their work more. What talents should you develop if you're not following your passion? Use your innate strengths to succeed in an unfair world. Discover your edge and capitalize on it. It's no longer enough to have valuable abilities. Artificial intelligence is replacing many jobs quickly. I use it more and more in my company for easy chores. Your major takeaway is to acquire a unique set of skills that are nearly impossible to reproduce. Like an artist, Steele advises copying multiple inspirations until you create an original combination. This unusual talent stack lets you earn a lot. Dave was my mentor when I was younger and showed me how the elite manage money. My main lesson, which Rich Dad, Poor Dad shares, is that everything we buy is an asset or a responsibility. Simply question ourselves to determine which one it is. Money in our pocket or out? If you want to be wealthy, you need to buy as many assets as possible. However, many don't understand investment. Would you rather have $3 million now or a penny that doubles every day? The penny is correct because it becomes $10.7 million. The compound effect shows how investing and compound interest work. Once they learn this, most people become thrilled but jump into the markets without comprehending. That happened during the pandemic. Everyone thought they knew what they were doing, but it was a huge bubble about to burst. I've always followed the little book of common sense investing's guidelines. It says that beating the market is futile. Consider investing in the S&P 500 or a wide market index fund. Interestingly, just 1% of mutual funds beat the market by 2% over 35 years. Therefore, index funds are ideal for the average investor. I invest a lesser portion of my money in more intriguing stocks because I find them uninteresting. I remember that the market is irrational when doing this. The savvy investor suggests imagining a daily knock on your door. Mr. Market. Even though the company is performing well, he may offer you $2,000 for your stock one day and $500 the next. This is because stock prices are based on demand, not value. I only buy equities if I can ignore Mr. Market for a while. I also believe that if you enjoy the store, you'll love the stock. Before we move on, let me clarify. Reading investing books can teach you theory. To succeed in investing and generate wealth, you must apply that information. Investing requires a tool that gives you all the information you need to make smart choices. Today's sponsor is Moomoo. If you want to build wealth, listen to this. Silicon Valley's formidable investing platform has over 20 million users. You can trade stocks from your laptop, iPad, or smartphone in the US, Australia, or Singapore. Which shows what famous institutions are investing in and which industries are performing well. Start with a demo account to test your trading ideas before entering the market. Sign up today using the link in the description to win up to 15 free stocks worth $3,000 to $2,000. These free stocks might let you start investing right away. Level 2, 100,000, $1 million after fixing all your internal misconceptions. You'll need to know how to provide more value than merely selling your time to take the next step. We're taught to study, obtain good marks, and acquire a high-paying career. However, this limits your ability. The cash flow quadrant lists 4 strategies to make money. E for employee, S for self-employed, B for business owner, and I for investor. Business owners and investors can develop wealth with others' time and money. That's why you must migrate to the right region to become prosperous. But what does it mean? The 4-hour work week best explains this. Relative income trumps absolute income. A question will clarify this statement. Investment bankers make $500,000 a year, working 80 hours. E-commerce entrepreneurs earn $500,000 each year but labor only 4 hours per week. Who's rich? The banker earns more based on absolute income. If we consider time worked, the banker makes $120 per hour and the entrepreneur $200. The entrepreneur can work from anywhere on the globe. Therefore, he can already retire like the banker. I'll be an entrepreneur every day. 0 to 1 advises launching a business by banking on a counterintuitive fact. This underpins most successful enterprises. Netflix had to bet that consumers would binge watch TV at home, and Airbnb had to believe people would remain at strangers' homes. The toughest challenge for many is coming up with an idea. Disrupt You suggests writing down 3 things that annoy you every day and thinking about ways to improve them. This gives you 90 monthly ideas. Share your ideas with those who can help. People are excessively protective of their plans, yet an idea alone is rarely spectacular. The lean startup stresses execution and building, measuring, and learning. An intriguing study examined 108 new enterprises in 30 industries. 16 companies entered blue oceans, while 92 entered red oceans. A blue ocean is a market with little competition, while a crimson ocean is known for fierce competition among competitors. The analysis indicated that 39% of profits originated from competitive marketplaces and 61% from blue ocean strategies. Furthermore, these companies dominated their industry for 10 to 15 years after starting. Oversubscription is an excellent way to create a blue ocean. Consider Ferraris. People want them, but not everyone can have one. Ferrari's owners don't worry since scarcity keeps demand high. And the car's popular. Every oversubscribed product has buyers who can't get it. I always recall breakthrough advertising's main lesson while increasing product demand. The video's most costly book is this one. It says you can't create wants. You must instead build a product that meets market needs. Level 3 to 1,000 to 10,000 plus. Elon Musk would be much less successful without his ability to inspire others to realize their dreams. Influence. The Psychology of Persuasion is a great book. Since my model shop staff is incentivized to provide free, speedy repairs, I've used this idea for years. I know that if we do this, the person will return and buy more. This works with anything, just give value, and it will come back. Being around others causes headaches. Never compromise on your goal, but don't make people despise you. To avoid splitting the difference, use tactical empathy, says never divide the difference. Understanding someone's situation is crucial. To make them feel like you. In actuality, all humans are emotional. They base their decisions on this and defend them with logic. Pitch Anything calls these three brains. Croc brains formed when we were animals. The midbrain and neocortex, where we make all judgments. Most people try to sell by appealing to the neocortex, but first they must break past the croc brain. Using emotion and simplifying your request can help. Leadership is something I've studied a lot because it can lead to greater wealth. Start with why suggests using the golden circle, where why is at the center and how is in the middle. This is like my teachers, who told me to read but never inspired me to act. However, my instructors advised me to read certain books to become affluent and free. I realized books' worth after that. The secret is that excellent leaders motivate you. I realized this more after reading the 48 Laws of Power. One of my favorite laws was keep people dependent. This is true for employees and leaders. If someone can replace you, you have no power. If your future business relies on irreplaceable people, it will fail. The owner doesn't know how to develop systems and processes. Hence, 80% of new enterprises fail. The E-myth states that most business owners are skilled, not entrepreneurs. Someone who makes good cakes may not manage a bakery. These entrepreneurs overinvest in their firms in hopes of making a profit. Income often slows while expenses stay high, resulting in a business shutdown and no profit. It's vital to follow Profit First's plan. The book advises entrepreneurs to calculate sales minus profit, matches expenses to assure profitability. Radio-controlled models have been my company niche for so long, which is why I've prospered. It may seem tiny, but I may be the finest in my industry. Avoid getting devoured with this tried and true method. Being very talented at something makes you rich. I think you shouldn't care about them unless you can influence them. If you have a lot of money, read The Fourth Turning, which implies 4 turnings each century. High, awakening, unraveling, and crisis periods of 25 years. Also good is The Changing World Order, which argues that every strong superpower has its time and fades. These can help you understand how events and trends may affect the economy and society, which can inform your investment and business decisions. But if you haven't made 10 million, you shouldn't panic. Leave the next video up there, but don't click on it yet. Subscribe to increase your money.